Hey y'all, Tony Bing here. Hello and welcome back to another update video for Marvel Strike Force. Now, today we have another new hero coming out in the game. We actually have one coming out tomorrow as well, so it's going to be pretty busy on the channel, just to warn you in advance. But the hero we have today is Falcon. So as per usual, I've been in and I've bought one of the packs that give me 8 of the orbs to open. Once we've done that, I can see he's boosted in red star orbs, so we'll open some of them. Hopefully I'll continue the good luck streak I've had recently. Once we've done that, we'll then go into actually leveling up and having a look at Falcon's kit, and then finally we'll take him into a match just so we can show off some of the animations, and then later on, if I get enough time, I'll do a tier 8 blitz video as well. But let's get cracking on and open up these orbs. So it's actually just 7 of the Falcon orbs we have to open. The reason being, when I was recording it initially, my game bugged out and it wouldn't open. Had to force restart, went back in, and then it said I had 20 shards, so I can't complain too much about that. But it's just the 7 of these we've got to open here. Here we go, it's working this time. See if we get anything decent for the rest. It'll probably all just be greens now. We're getting some gold, which is nice, because I'm really going to need that with Shuri to unlock and level up tomorrow as well. It's just going by really quick here, unfortunately. All greens. So that first one must have been a blue, the one that I didn't see for 20. Yeah, it's horrible. There we go, absolutely horrible. That was all greens there. So in total, let's see if we add in 20 as well, 68 shards and 108,000 gold. Now if we go in, let's just close this down. If we go in and we actually look at red stars, so I've saved up 42 for Shuri coming out, but we have Falcon as well, of course. Now if we look here, scroll all the way down to the bottom, we can see we have a 5% drop rate for both Shuri, who looks absolutely awesome, and I've been going really hard on the Wakandan team, and Falcon, who from what I've seen so far looks pretty amazing as well. So for that reason I'll go in and I'll open all 42 of these. Now if you do want to jump past this red star orb opening, which is a bit of a detour from the Falcon overview we're giving right now, I'll put a timestamp at the bottom and you can certainly do that. So let's go in and open them up anyway. Got a fair amount to open here. I didn't mean this to be a long orb opening, but I really want to potentially get a high red star Shuri or Falcon. That would be nice. We're going to have enough for an elite, so cross your fingers when it comes to that. We'll try and go through these nice and quick here. So many duplicates these days. There's 2-star on Shuri. Pretty useless, to be honest. You're really wanting about 4-star upwards. 3-star you see a slight gain, but 1 and 2 you may as well not even have for all the difference really it makes. So we've got 7,000 of the elite. Can we get 10,000 for the elite, hopefully? Not sure, it's going to be quite tight. At this point of playing, the red stars are just horrible now. You can just see they're all just converting into duplicates, which just isn't satisfying, especially as the duplicates turn into red stars or elite red stars even, that can in turn give you less of the shards than you started out with. Ugh, I got excited for a second there when I seen the purple. Horrible, there's another purple. 4-star Daredevil, that's an upgrade from 3 to 4. 5 would have been nicer. Trying to take him to tier 13 at the moment. So we're getting through them. Just 16 left, I believe. We've got enough for 2 of the elites. Who knows what we'll get with them. If I can get a 5 Shuri, I'll be laughing in raids. What did we get this time? Scarlet Witch, just another 4. Quake this time. 5-star Crossbones, that'll be pretty powerful. That's from a 2 to a 5, so that's nice. Punisher, no upgrade there. I've already got him on 4-star. There's Spidey. It's the first time I've got any red stars on him actually, so he's up to 3 stars there. I'm going to be a bit short of opening 3 of the elite ones. Here we go, almost done. Venom up to 3-star. Final one, a green. 1 star Creero card. Horrible. Now, if we quickly check the chest, so let's see. Wow, out of all that, out of 42, we only got 8 characters I don't have already. And the best was the 5 star Crossbones. Daredevil's okay, only 2 star Shuri, no Falcon or Shuri. So it's all down to the elite orbs. Let's go in and check. This will be really disappointing if I open all 42 and all I get is a 2 star Shuri from it. Here we go, fingers crossed. Horrible. Dino 1. Oh, that's so disappointing. That's absolutely horrible. I'd saved them up for quite some time, and all I got was, what, an extra 5% in Shuri. Ah, not nice. Right, let's jump in and get Falcon leveled up now anyway. Here we go then, let's get him unlocked. Model wise, just to spin him round, you can see it looks pretty awesome. You can see Red Wing just at the top there. So we'll get in and recruit him. He does look really nice. His stats, I've worked them all out, so I'll talk about them in a second as well. But let's actually take him all the way up to level 60. That sounds about right. 1.3 million, I've got 4.3, so that's enough for Shuri tomorrow as well. Yeah, so level 60 sounds good. There we go. And then what we'll do from here, before we can upgrade the skills and talk about them, we need to upgrade all the gear first. So as always, I'll skip past this section. So I've managed to get him up to just over 22,000 here, and it's tier 10. I have to save some of my materials for when Shuri is actually unlocked. Now, skill wise, I've used all my purple materials to get them up to 6 for the active, 4 for the passive. Before we do look at the skills, we'll quickly look at his traits and also his stats as well. Now, trait wise, they're interesting because we've got a new one. So it's Hero, Global, Tech, which is a strong tag, Blaster, which is a good tag for that challenge, and then the new one is Power Armor. The other 2 characters when I checked it are War Machine and Iron Man, so there's 3 Power Armor characters in the game at the moment. In regards to his stats, I have actually calculated these before upgrading him because I know he's just middle of the road now, so it might not make sense, the health and the damage numbers you're seeing on screen, but I did calculate these. They do look underwhelming, but his kit looks like it will make up for it. Now, his health was coming in at a D rating, to be expected for a Blaster class. His damage was a B, it was pretty close to an A, but it was just falling a little bit short. The armour would be a C. We've then got the focus that isn't really relevant to him, that would be a D. His resistance is a D, so he will be susceptible to debuffs. And then finally, if we scroll down, we've got his speed, which comes in at 113, so that would be a B rating. So overall you had DBC, DDB. So there's no A's and anything there, but when we look at his kit, it does look pretty powerful. There's one particular skill, I need to test how it works, but it looks like it would be insanely broken potentially, but I need to test it first because I'm maybe not understanding something. But on the subject of the skills, let's jump in now. So the first one we have then is the basic called Dual SMGs. Now this one, if it was maxed out at level 7, you would attack the primary target, it would be for 230% damage, and if the target has any positive effects then you bonus attack, and that would do an additional 120% damage. So that means if the character has a buff on them, you're doing 350% damage. In war, if the target has any positive effects, you bonus attack again for an additional 110%. So in war, if you attack an ally that has buffs on them, you're doing 460% damage with the damage stats that are way up at a B on a basic. Pretty insane. Now, the next skill here looks really quite powerful as well. So this is Red Wing. It's a low, 3 turns to charge, and you can use this at the start if you wish, and it's the same with the ultimate, you can use it turn 1 as well, so there will be an element of strategy there. With this one anyway, when you use it, you change your speed bar for self and all allies by 30%. That's really powerful for all allies, plus 10% for each enemy with a positive effect. Now generally you'll be going up against another 5 targets, so that would mean in total you could be looking to increase your speed bar by 80% for all characters. It looks really strong, something I really need to test out. Also with this as well, it could be useful, maybe not as powerful as it used to be. I suppose it could work in Hand Sentry, Black Widow, Elektra and Shield, but you'll clear stealth from all enemies as well. So this has got the potential to be really quite powerful by the looks of it, and the calculations are done on the 80% speed bar, not including the likes of raids and so on. We have additional characters dropping in there, so it will be interesting to test. Now the ultimate, strafe and run, so this one is, it's 5 turns to charge, and again as mentioned you can use this turn 1 if you so wish. But with this particular one here, you attack all enemies for 190% damage, which doesn't seem a lot. However, you do an additional 50% piercing, which is really nice. And then for each positive effect on an enemy, you bonus attack that enemy for 80% damage and 50% piercing. And this I don't understand. If you're going up against, let's say, a shield team that's got 5 buffs on them and every single character, does that mean you'll be doing an additional attack on all of them for every buff over every character? I'll actually try and test it at the end of the video when we show off some gameplay, but that looks like it could be really quite unbelievable. Now also with this, on ward defense you will gain, let's see, it's 50% piercing to primary and secondary attacks as well there. So it's got the potential to be really strong, but we'll need to test it out. And then finally we have the passive, which is Exo 7 Wingsuit. So with this one here, it's giving him a lot of survivability, which is interesting for a blaster. But with this, you gain 25% block chance, you gain 5% block chance per power armor ally, so that means you can take it up to 35% if you pair him up with War Machine and Iron Man. You gain 10% max health, look at his health stat of a D, might pull it up to a C potentially, and then you gain 5% block amount. His base block amount, I checked it, is 30%, so he's got a 1 in 4 chance to actually block 35% of damage, so that seems pretty nice there. So there we go, that's Falcon anyway. Check out his model once more, so he looks pretty nice. Let's jump in now and actually test out some of his skills. So I've chosen a Nexus node here that we're hopefully going to have a fair amount of buffs via decree, and then we can see how that ultimate actually works. Now to start off anyway, let's go for this one here, and we'll keep the animations on ×1 of course so we can check them out. So this is the special, this is Red Wing, you're changing the speed bar and you would clear stealth, but with no allies we can use that on, but let's use it anyway, see what it looks like. Very nice, fires it off, scans everyone, and let's see the speed bar go up. There we go, filled up by 250, speed bar in total is 1000 it fills up by. Character wise, let's take out, let's see, we'll take out the cyborg if we can. And let's just go for this here, hopefully we don't take out too many characters because we want to see all the buffs on them and see how that interacts. So there we go, we've got defense up, we've got regen, this should be perfect for this ultimate actually. Got all those buffs. Right, this is going to be really interesting to see what happens here. Sometimes animations are quick, so hopefully we can catch it first time. Fingers crossed the match doesn't end if I lose any of these characters, because I think I actually might. Let's see. One character down. Match continues, other one down. Is the game over? No, it's actually not. We've got the ultimate now. So here we go, you attack all enemies, you've got the piercing, and then for each positive effect on an enemy you got that bonus attack. So let's see if we can figure out what's going to happen here. We'll concentrate on the Clear Old Guard here, because he's got 3 buffs on him. Let's see. Wow, whatever he done there, it was quick. I wonder if the damage is added up or it's separate hits. It's really hard to see. I'll probably do one more gameplay match actually after this, because that went a lot quicker than I expected. We'll go for the basic now. So you're attacking the primary target. If they've got any positive effects, you do additional damage, which they don't have. But let's see the animation. That's nice, kicks off them and jumps back. Let's do one more gameplay section here just so we can see the skills again. For this one here then, we'll go up against Ultron. We'll have a whole lot of buffs, and there's quite a lot of enemies in this level. You get 10 characters, and then Ultron calls in more as well. But we'll start off, let's just go for the basic to start off here. Same animation we've seen a moment ago. And then here we go with the buffs happening. So this is just to work out how the skills work. Just to confirm, I'll still look to do the T-Rate Blitz gameplay so you can see how he actually performs as well. His power levels are low though, so that could harm him a little bit. Hopefully with the new community manager we'll maybe get test centre access soon, and then we can try out some Blitz teams with characters that are levelled properly. And here we go, let's fire this off with all these buffs. I think it'll probably annihilate them again, I'm sure it will. Nice animation. Do we get different damage amounts? We do. So that's really nice. Now we don't have anything we can remove, but let's just go for this anyway, just to show off the animation once more. We get the additional speed bar as well, but it is wasting it essentially here. Still nice to see it. We'll get the basic. I'm not sure if we'll get any other skills. I don't think we actually will before the end of it. So we'll do a few rotations of the basic just to see how it actually looks. Especially when you've got all the additional buffs actually. Now I wonder if taunt would be classed as a buff. The first attack's going to take him out anyway, I imagine. So we can't find that out just yet. We'll do a few more basic attacks here. So if we can do one actually, if a character's got death proof, when I think about it, what will happen is you'll get your first attack, hopefully that will remove the death proof, because you'll take them way down, and then potentially you'll get another one. Let's test this out in a moment, hopefully. As long as I don't get annihilated by Ultron. There we go, the death proof's there. So let's see what happens. So you've got that first initial attack. Okay, interesting. I wonder if the damage is baked in a way. I'll need to play around with that a bit more. I'll do one more attack here just so we can see the animations. Then I'll finish up here. So I've still hopefully got time to do the Blitz video tonight as well. If not, it'll be out early tomorrow alongside some Shuri videos as well. So much to do after a bit of a dry spell. We're going to get an attack here. The Ultron bots get out of control so quickly. You've probably seen that if you watched the in-depth review the other day. Here we go. Right, let's go for this one here. Final attack. It's the same. Oh, slightly different animation there, I think. With a little spin. So there we go. It looks pretty nice. I still need to play around with them a lot more. This is very much just a first impressions. But I hope it's been interesting for anyone that hasn't got them unlocked yet. And thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you all again soon.